going on, guys? Welcome to another segment of Reflections on the Chapel. What's up, my guy, Roots?
Hey, what's up, Delts? You good?
Man. Not too bad, man.
Good
Doing
vibes,
pretty
good vibes, good vibes, good vibes.
Hey, so we're here today reflecting on
The chapel.
The chapel. Our experiences here at Good News.
Yeah.
And the real valuable ones. And then talking about what we kind of anticipate or hope for as we transition to the next phase or next place.
Right.
With plenty grace.
Okay.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was new place, new space, more growth, more grace.
Yes. Y'all heard that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Finger
my guy's
snaps.
pretty
Finger
smooth.
snaps.
Finger snaps. Finger snaps. Finger snaps. So let's take it back. Since you were here before me, you start with your introduction.
Okay.
And then I'll chime in where our stories collide.
Okay, cool. All right, so I can't remember exactly when I came back to Trinidad,
Right.
but I do remember Good News was the first place that I came to church, and it was like it was a culture shock because of what church in Canada was to what church in Trinidad was. It was just, I mean, it was a great change. Let's put it that way. The music was more vibrant. The people were, friendlier. Well, I don't want to say friendlier. No shade to Mount Moriah. But yeah, the people were friendly. It was just a good vibe. Then I met a couple dudes, and we started a little group called Scavos. We kind of wanted to play some instruments, and so we decided to find somebody who could help us. So there was a guy in Tunapuna, Mr. Forbes, who, basically introduced us to instruments and music and playing music. So we used to go there and mess around with his instruments, and came back to church and had they welcomed us with open arms. Playing instruments as garbage as we were. They opened their arms to us, and we became better musicians. And we're here still, praising God with our instruments. So Good News is really a place where you can grow and develop. So yeah, that's what it has been, and that's what it will continue to be. So a new space, a new place, more growth, more grace.
Yes, sir. I love that. And speaking about Good News being a developing congregation, a congregation with developing ministries, that's one of the things that made me wanted to stay here at Good News too. So when I came back in 2012, I was kind of visiting between USC, primarily USC. I think I did here a couple of times.
Five Rivers?
I did Five Rivers too. But I wasn't really set on a place. Like you, coming back was a culture shock to me.
Right.
No, especially coming from like Washington, D.C., where the level in which folks give to ministry, and then, well, it's different because there are way more resources available, right, than
I could imagine
what is available here at Good News. And but nonetheless, coming back from there, it was hard for me at first. But then I came to Good News, and the thing that really stuck out to me was the folks here in ministry. They had a desire to grow and improve.
Yes, sir.
And for me, I'm all about the struggle, right?
Right.
But I'm not about living in a struggle in perpetuity, but I'm about struggling to a goal, get onto to an elevated standard.
Yeah, I got you.
And that's what I saw here. I mean, I talked to y'all boys. I used to integrate with Scabos the conversation was the same. We're striving to grow, improve, and looking back, I've seen that.
Yes, sir.
Coming to Good News here, I remember at first it was just one keys, the drums, the guitar, our PA system wasn't the greatest. Our skill set was developing, you know. And but when I look back at that, that's what kept me coming back, you know. Like, that's one of the reasons that kept me coming back, put it that way. And then we look over the years, we've evolved, you know. Our skill set improved.
Definitely.
The tools we use and the instruments we used improved. And the ministry elevated. Now, is that to say we have reached where we're going?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yes, sir.
But we're on our way somewhere.
Yes, sir.
And that is what has kept me coming back. And that fight for improvement and growth, that is something like that at the core, at my core, one of my core beliefs, continuous improvement and growth. And Good News has that, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I guess we could end with our little slogan. New place, new space, more growth, and more grace. For sure.